Oh, snap! It's another Snap review from the Family Gamers.
Did you know that peacock is only the name for the male birds of that species? The females are called peahens. The males spread out their huge specialized tail feathers in a special display to try to attract the females.
You mean like this?
Not quite. This is a Snap review for Enchanted Plumes.
Enchanted Plumes is a card game of building beautiful tails for peacocks. Anywhere from 2 to 6 players, ages 8 and up, can play in about 30 minutes. It was designed by Brendan Hansen and it's published by Calliope Games.
So, Andrew, let's start off by talking about the art in this beautiful game.
Absolutely. So the peacock feather cards come in all of these 10 beautiful colors, and they really are quite lovely.
Because there are so many colors, it can be a little bit hard to tell certain ones apart at a glance, like white and gray or blue and teal. But there are patterns in the middle of each feather that will help.
They are pretty complex, though, and so it's not super great for colorblind players.
The peacock backs are gorgeous, too. I love that you can flip over a card and show that the peacock is now showing his whole tail plume.
In fact, that plays into the mechanics of how the game works.
So let's talk about the mechanics and how you play the game.
On your turn, you play either 1 or 2 cards from your hand into plumes on the table in front of you. Then you draw new cards from the face-down deck or swap cards from your hand with cards in a face-up central area called the train.
You can never have more than 6 cards in your hand, so choose wisely. You don't want to be forced to trade away a valuable card because you have to swap it.
You're building your plumes downward in a triangle shape. The wide top row of each plume is negative points, but all the other rows add to your points.
And if you get to the bottom of your triangle, flip over the last card to show its peacock side. If you do that, you'll earn a bonus for each card in this completed plume.
The game immediately ends when the peahen card is drawn. There's only one of them in the deck.
It'll be somewhere in the bottom 8 cards.
Then, add up all of your points, subtract your negative for all of the plumes in front of you on the table. You get extra points if you've completed a plume and put a peacock at the front.
And that's it. That's the game. So let's talk about what we expected from this card game.
Sure. Well, it's a small box game from Calliope. We knew it was going to be a card game.
I mean, I figured with a box this small, it would probably be pretty compact. How much room could it take up, really?
Right. So we started to look at the cards, of course, when we opened it, and the feathers are just so pretty. There's a certain elegance, like a classic elegance to this.
And, of course, because it's Calliope Games, we expected that it would be family-friendly.
Of course, absolutely. So, Anitra, what surprised us about Enchanted Plumes?
Well, it may come in a small box, but just like our review of Mass Transit,
Also from Calliope.
this game needs a lot of table space, although maybe not quite as much as Mass Transit. Every player will have multiple plumes out in front of them, and it's very important to be able to keep them separate from each other.
From the first time we played this game, it just immediately felt classic. Even though you'd never be able to use standard playing cards to play this because of the distribution of numbers, and because it has 10 suits in it, it feels kind of like you could. It feels like a classic game. It's probably because of the simplicity of the rules and the fact that there's no text needed on any of the cards. It's just numbers.
This same simplicity means that pretty much anyone can play this game, no matter their reading level or even what language they speak. The recommended age of 8+ is more about the math involved to calculate the final scores. There's a lot of adding and subtracting. And an awareness of what numbers are already on the table in other players' plumes.
The final surprise for us is that the game plays equally well at different player counts. So, Anitra, do we recommend Enchanted Plumes from Calliope Games?
Absolutely. This is a great family game, and I think it's best for multi-generational play.
Well, and I really think that this is going to appeal to a lot of older family members who maybe are used to playing traditional card games because it has such a classic feel to it. And just the value of seeing grandma and your kids sitting around the table playing games together is just great. It's just wonderful.
So, Andrew, what do you think we should rate Enchanted Plumes from Calliope Games?
Well, in the best interest in attracting the females, I think we should rate Enchanted Plumes 4 peacock feathers out of 5.
And that's Enchanted Plumes
In a snap.